Hi, thank you so much for joining me for your Written in the Stars April Taroscope. I'm Madeline and I'm an intuitive reader with a little more than 20 years of experience reading cards, charting stars, and helping people invite more magic into their life every day. So as usual, I'll be doing two readings during this video. First your Taroscope, a broad overview of what's going on for your sign this month, and then a second more focused spread to give you some action steps to really make the most of the month. So something really exciting is going on this month, and something that has a lot of people, kind of troubled. We've got a whopping 5 planets either already in retrograde or moving into retrograde during the month of April. That is Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto. So this is definitely a month to really review and reflect, to look at what's working and not working in your life, and kind of think ahead and go and repair some potholes so that your journey is smoother down the line. So if you want to hear more about what that's doing for your sign specifically, you can check out your horoscope at my blog, writteninthestars.co. But I really want you to keep this energy in mind as you go through your reading and really kind of pay attention and see where you're being directed to do like a review or a revamp. So I really hope that you enjoy your Taroscope and that it gives you some insight and empowerment for the month. I hope that you will like this video if you like it, subscribe if you want more, and I would love to hear what you think, whether in the comments below or if you'd like to get in touch on social media. I've linked all of my accounts in the description below. So once again, just thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you have an amazing month, and without further ado, on to your April Taroscope. Hey Cancer, great to have you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm super excited to see what is going on for you in April 2017, Cancer. April 2017. April 2017. Here we go. Okay, make sure you can see these guys. Cancer, April 2017. Cancer, Cancer, April 2017. Cancer, April 2017. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Wow. April 2017. Cancer, Sun, Rising. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. April. Cancer, Sun, Rising. April 2017. One more for Cancer. 2017. Okay. Alrighty, Cancer, let's make sure you can see everybody. And if this is your first time here, Cancer, you will see me turn these upside down cards right side up. I'm an intuitive reader, so I do not read reversals arbitrarily. If Spirit does tell me something is changed about the meaning of the card, they definitely will share that with me, and I will share that with you. But I really turn them right side up just so that your own intuition can speak to you about what you see for yourself in the cards. Okay. Wow. You got some good things coming to you, Cancer. You will be letting go of a couple of things along the way to get those good things, but I really see this as quite a powerful and positive month for you. Okay, so some of you Cancers are pursuing new levels of knowledge. So these are our general readings for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, but what they're saying is for a lot of you, this is specifically about achieving and attaining some higher education. So some of you may be coming very close to a graduation or to moving on to a new level if you're taking like a course online, let's say, that's not like a typical, a college or a grad school. Maybe you're just about to reach a new level in a coaching practice or in religious studies because it's the Hierophant. But Spirit is saying that Cancer, you've been doing a good job of slow and steady wins the race. Like, I'm also feeling that some of you, it's going after and attaining that higher education. And for some of you Cancers, it's displaying that knowledge. And you are the teacher, the mentor, the leader who is passing the knowledge on to others. So one way or another, Cancer, you are celebrating and being celebrated for reaching a new level. And whether you're teaching or learning, I mean, and both they're intermingled, right? So when you teach, you learn, and when you learn, you teach. But wow, it's working in your favor. It's working in your favor emotionally. Like, I'm feeling like you are going to be very proud of yourself, and others are going to be very proud of you and very supportive of you and appreciative of you, like what you bring to the table. So this could be like students. This could be a community that you help out and work with, or even just like family and friends saying like, wow, look at what you've done. This is amazing. This is wonderful. Congratulations. And I mean, I feel like there's generosity at play in April. And I say generosity because I'm feeling like this generosity is going to go both ways. You are going to be generous to others, and you're going to feel that generosity in your life. And it's kind of like, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Like, you are generous, and therefore you receive generosity. But also, when you receive generosity, you feel generous. So this is like a beautiful, virtuous cycle where I'm feeling like so many of you are going to be rewarded for the work that you've done. And that reward is like, okay, Cancer, you like security, you know, you like money and all that. But the best part is that you are going to be and feel valued. Like, we can get paid for something where we feel like, like, this is the worst job ever, at least I get this paycheck. But no, this is like best of both worlds, where you're going to be getting paid and you're going to be celebrated and loved and honored as a leader. Yeah, you are the Queen of Wands, Cancer. And you can be a male Queen of Wands, you can be a female king. That gender and the court cards have nothing to do with one another. It's more about personality. And as the Queen of Wands, Cancer, you are charismatic, confident, and you are a cardinal sign. Like, you are a leader, an initiator. And you're magical. Look at that black cat sitting at her feet. The Queen of Wands is a magic maker. She's kind of like mystical, but she's not mysterious. Like, she is straightforward. She is confident and outspoken. And some of you Cancers, you are really going to be offered the opportunity to take the lead. And what I want to say is that, and in Cancer, these are general readings. So if something does not resonate with you, or if something resonates with you, but you're like, well, that's not my relationship, that's my job, or vice versa, please try to take the essence of the message, whatever is most resonating with your intuition, just because this reading is for all Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, and I try to be as specific as possible, but Spirit gives me a lot of messages. So it's a little bit, you know, a little bit tricky. Okay, so they want you to look at where you're hesitating. They want you to look at what is keeping you from moving forward fully. And that's coming alongside all of this victory and excitement. So I don't want that to disappoint or deter you. If anything, it's like Spirit is saying, you're on such an amazing trajectory. Let's go ahead and make a few more breakthroughs, because we're going to take you to just even better places. And like I alluded to in the beginning, it is about releasing and letting go of some things that are no longer working for you in order to get to this victory, okay? It's about being adaptable, about having faith, and about having the courage to let go of what is not nourishing you, what is not a part of you anymore. So this is habits, this is people, this is situations, because again, general readings, Cancer. And if you do want something more specific, if you'd like me to connect with your personal guides and your energy, I'd love to work with you one-on-one, and my shop is linked below. But even if you never get a personal reading and you purely only hear this, this is what I want you to take from it. When you do the brave thing and let go of something that you know is not meant for you, whether it's like, I'm in this relationship and I'm not in love, but I feel guilty or I feel afraid to leave this person, or whether it's like, I'm in this job and I feel like I'm completely undervalued and underpaid, but I'm afraid to leave. What if the next job is worse or just as bad? Or what if I quit and then I can't find something, or XYZ? We've got all these fears, right? Those fears, ironically, are what block the success. when you do the honorable, brave thing of letting go what is not yours and what should not be yours and what you don't want, when you honor the fact that like you've been holding on to something out of fear and you release it, you allow God, the universe, spirit to make their magic, to flow into your life, because you've dammed up an energetic like channel that was not working for you, that was not meant for you. And that energy that you've blocked off and is rerouted, and you get these new gifts. So Cancer, Spirit really wants you to have a heart-to-heart with yourself. The Strength card is about being incredibly vulnerable. I mean, this woman is kneeling in front of the lion with her hands at his mouth, and it's the card for strength. And yet, you know, she's not carrying a weapon, she's not wrestling him or anything like that. It's the fact that she approaches him with compassion, that she's able to tame and talk with him. So be kind to yourself about your fears. Be kind to yourself about your rage, your depression, your anxiety. Okay, so, wow. Okay, Spirit is saying, some of you Cancers you're kind of sitting on your problems, and you have been for a while, is what Spirit is saying. And again, these are general readings, Cancer, so this does not apply to everybody, but some of you, this will resonate with you, and please hear it out. They're saying you have been propping yourself up on your problems, some of you. So it's like you are really good at coming up with excuses for why you need to stick this thing out, why you must martyr yourself and stay in the relationship or the job, or let your mother live with you, or keep this toxic person in your life who is just draining you, and you've been saying that it's because you have to be a good person or a good sister or mother, daughter. No. No. No more of that. You need to turn toward what is growing and what is going to foster and nurture your life, and away from what is draining you and what has already long been empty. Okay? Turn around, because there are beautiful things here for you. The Star. This is like the ultimate card of hope and renewal and magic working in your life. When you have faith, and it's coming right here next to this Eight of Cups that is like, you're in the dark, you're walking away and it's scary, but you have the stars to guide you. You can know that, yes, it's dark and scary and I don't know exactly where it's taking me. It's taking me away from everything that I know. It's taking me away from these cups that I filled up a long time ago, and I polished them and I put the water in them and I arranged them just the right way, and in the end they grew stagnant and I couldn't drink from them or it would be toxic, and it's time for me to walk away toward the source of all water, toward what is still moving and growing and refreshing. Trust the Star that is your inner voice and your guides, and even things like running into this tarot reading that are leading you to believe like, hey, there's something better for me if I'm willing to do the brave, scary thing and walk away even though the future is uncertain. And what lies on the other side of this? Victory. This is the Victory card. This is you being celebrated and appreciated for what you bring to the table. Wands are creativity and energy and fire, and it's like you're going to be honored for your fiery willingness to go forward and pursue your passions and do what you feel is right. You're going to win. Be adaptable, Cancer. You're a water sign. Be adaptable. Go with the flow. If you feel something changing, go with it. Spirit is drawing my attention to the fact that this is an 8. An 8 is a money number in numerology. This is a 2 of Pentacles, but it's forming that lemniscate is what I mean for you tarot purists. This is an amazing... You're reaching a peak in April, those of you who are willing to leave behind those stagnant situations or those situations that aren't feeding you. You're going to reach a new peak, is what Spirit just said. So be adaptable, look at the signs, talk to yourself and listen to yourself honestly, turn away from what's not working, and you will be rewarded. Okay, now let's look at your Fiercely Focused spread and get some action steps and specifics for you to work on in the month of April. Okay, Cancer. What do you, Cancer Sun, Cancer Sun, Moon, and Rising need to be most aware of in the month of April? Cancer Sun, Moon, and Rising for April. April 2017. Same card, different deck. The Hierophant, learning, taking in new wisdom, speaking to mentors and people that you trust and learning from them. So speak to the wise man in your life, the wise man or woman. This, for some people, it's a literal priest. This is the Pope card. For some people, it's a tarot reader. For some people, it's just a friend who is older and wiser and has been through things that you are going through now and who can give you some wisdom, having come from there and having already had the information. So, and again, for a lot of you, they're reaffirming, keep going forward on that higher education. And for those of you that are teachers, it's like, here's your chance to be broadcast. Here's your chance to be really noticed in April. Okay, so now let's look at what financially and physically is going on for you in April, Cancer. Okay, so a little bit of fear, a little bit of hard work and scarcity. And I'm feeling specifically that this is more of a mental issue, because this is a card of like financial scarcity, and some of you may be doing a little bit of tightening of your belt, but I really feel Spirit is like giving me much more of an impression that this is a mindset. Like, I'm not going to have enough. Again, if I leave this job, or if I leave this relationship, or if I leave whatever situation this is behind that's not working for me, like again, if I kick out my roommate who sucks, or my mother, or whoever this is that sucks. And okay, when I say they suck, I mean they're sucking your energy. Like, they're sucking your resources. Like, if you leave this thing behind that you fear that you won't have enough, or you fear that it will never get better than this, and that is not the case. Spirit is definitely encouraging you to level up, to reach a new place, and by letting go of the old, you allow yourself to reach that new place. Okay, so now let's see what you'll be thinking and speaking about in April. Wow. So there is another card for education in the tarot deck, and this is it. So yes, for a lot of you specifically, it is about like going to class, getting the info, getting more clarity, getting more clear on where you want to go. And I love that this is really encouraging that many of you are moving away from like drama and anxiety and concern towards smoother waters, clearer skies, a much clearer head. So this month, when Spirit is talking about get in touch with yourself and see what's standing in your way and let it go, you're clearing the path. Many of you are going to be making good decisions that clear the path and take you toward higher levels. Okay, so let's see, Cancer, what you're feeling in April. Ah, love it. There's you, Cancer. The King of Cups, the King of Water. Again, gender does not matter here. You could be a female king. The King of Cups is the ultimate counselor, the ultimate like therapist. The King of Cups is like, I feel all the emotions, but I'm completely like relaxed about it. They even have kind of this psychological distance, the way like, say, like a psychologist would when dealing with a patient. Like, yes, of course, I sympathize with everything you're telling me. I hear it. I understand it. But I can't get like caught up with you in that emotion, or I can't help you. So Cancer, some of you are going to be called upon to act like a counselor for others, and you have some good advice to offer. And Spirit is also saying, and this is interesting, they're saying wait for a little bird to tell you something too. So it's kind of like there's reciprocal wisdom coming in April, which is a really odd specific message, but they're saying you're going to be helping someone out. And I feel like it's someone else, not even the same person you're giving advice to, is going to pop in and drop a gem of advice on you that is just going to be like, wow, like really helpful and really almost like mind-blowing, like, oh my God, I never thought of that. This is going to be amazing. So look out for your little bird. Might be a little fish. Okay. And finally, let us see, Cancer, what is lighting your fire? What is exciting and lighting you up and energizing you in April 2017? Ah, love, another king. Wow, you are magnanimous and important this month, huh, Cancer? Leadership, did I tell you? Leadership. So the King of Wands is much like the Queen of Wands, charismatic, confident, creative, but the King of Wands is a community leader as well. Like, he has a way of getting people on his side because they feel like at once he is magnanimous and above them, but also like he's a man of the people. And again, woman of the people. King has nothing to do with gender. I'm just calling him him because he's a king. You are magical, Cancer. You're an intuitive, spiritual, naturally empathic creature. Trust your magic this month. And wow, Spirit is saying do a little magic this month. Like, even if that is not your thing and you've never done it before, if you're like, wow, I really want this new job, I want you to write down, like, I want to, you know, creative director, manager, whatever it is that you want to become. I want you to, like, just play and use your natural intuition to be like, I'm gonna write down the name of the job that I want in gold pen, and I'm gonna put it under a gold candle, and I'm gonna light it, and I'm gonna let it burn down all night, and then I'm gonna look at the end of April and see what improvements I have made and what synchronicities are coming in to say I'm moving closer to getting this new job. Like, do your work, push the wheel, and hey, if you do a little magic on the side, these kings are basically here to tell you this is in your hands. And you need to tap into your, like, magical powers, which we all have. It's just, are you willing to tap in? You're a natural, Cancer, so go ahead and tap in this month if you want to give everything that you're trying to get just a little more boost. You're still going to do the work, but hey, if you do a little bit of energetic push along with it, it couldn't hurt, especially for a magical person like you, Cancer. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this is really helpful for you, and I would love to hear how this is working in your life. Is this resonating for you? What situations are you going through, or any questions that you have? So comment below or find me on social media, but either way, I'd love to hear what you think. Thank you so much for joining me, Cancer, and I hope to see you in May. Bye-bye.